You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the October 11th, 2023 meeting of the Michigan City Commission on the Social Status of African American Males. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
It is 12:05. I want to welcome everyone to the Michigan City Social Status of African American Males regular meeting. Can we please all stand for the pledge? Mr. Cox. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, Secretary, on roll call, please.
Rodney McCormick,
Present.
Stacy Benning,
Present.
Linda Conway here, Pastor Carroll,
Present.
Tony Cox,
Present.
Sean Fitzpatrick, Pastor Hurt,
Present.
Pastor Johnson,
Present.
Mike Jones,
Present.
Willie Millsap.
Don't get late.
Okay, okay. Faye Moore.
Present.
Okay, all are here except for Sean Fitzpatrick.
Kenneth Fly, present.
Can we please mute his mic, please? Next on the agenda is the approval of the September minutes for the meeting minutes. I'm sorry, forgive me.
Everyone should have had a copy of the minutes that were sent out, and they've had a chance to read them.
I will entertain a motion to accept the minutes. So moved. Second. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? It passed. Under new business, I see that we have nothing unless somebody want to add something there.
Can we go back to the treasurer's report? My apologies.
I'm sorry, forgive me.
Yeah, I received it this morning from the controller's office. I didn't get a chance this morning to scan it in and send it all out to you, but I'll make a verbal report. Our current balance is $898.92.
I will.
I repeat, could you repeat that?
Doesn't seem like this is on. $898.92.
I will entertain a motion to accept the treasurer report. So moved. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. There's nothing here for new business, so we're moving on to old business. Report update from Commissioner Moore on the education scholarship.
We do have new business because I think it needs to be known about the executive meeting and the results of the executive meeting.
We cannot talk about anything in the executive session
Okay.
that took place. I don't like talking about personnel issues that we address at an open meeting, but it's the board's pleasure. It's up to the board.
My understanding is that you cannot talk about anything in the executive session.
Yeah, I move we mute it or silence it or whatever you want to say.
We all know
On other boards, you can't do that. That's why it's called an executive session.
It's your pleasure. Okay, so we'll move on to old business. Ms. Moore, Commissioner Moore, could you please give us an update on the status on the educational scholarship, please?
It's still pending. Pastor Ashley and his family intend to continue to send money to the education scholarship, but the education scholarship was the social status project and not their project.
So these are the debates we have, and it's good to have these debates, but we need to know who's going to finance the scholarship. And if we are going to finance the scholarship, then once and for all, let's get it over with. And I don't know where the money's gonna come from, but we need to make sure that we have finance there to make sure the scholarship is taken care of. Mr. Cox.
Yeah, I would make a motion that we hold that in abeyance until we have proper funds to begin it again. But right now, having somebody waiting 2 years to get their scholarship, heck, they didn't finish the course. So I move we hold it in abeyance, we get our bankroll together, then we get initiated again.
I second that motion.
Thank you.
So there's a motion and a second. Any other discussion, anyone, in regards to this? Mr. Millsap.
Mr. President, in addition to that motion, is it possible that we could set up a special meeting with Reverend Ashley just to iron out any plans so going forward we'll be on the same page?
I would think that'd be a good idea.
I have no problem with the special meeting. Anybody can request it. I will honor that as well. If you want to just take 3 of you and go do it, it's up to you guys.
Well, I think we should have a special meeting with everyone so there's no misunderstanding, because that's why this how this whole thing got started. One person's thinking one thing, others are thinking something else. So we're all together and hearing the same thing. There won't be any more misunderstanding, because I thought we had gotten this cleared up
I did too.
months ago. And that, you know, that this scholarship was a social status scholarship started, 2015 or 2005 or whenever it was started. And that it was going to be in the name of Pastor Ashley, and his family was going to help contribute, that they were not taking this on solo. And so I think there's a misunderstanding in this. And I agree with Mr. Cox that we just stop it till we find out what's going on, until we get the money and be done with it.
What day is everybody available within the next 10 days? We will do an executive session because I can see that it's going to be debate and we can keep that behind closed doors.
Well, what you have to first contact
Reverend Ashley?
Reverend Ashley and see if he can be present.
Yeah.
Ms. Moore, would you take on being the contact person to see when we what date he has available? And if you could give us 2 or 3 dates as soon as possible, sooner than later. And I will just send out an email to everyone discussing that issue and making that date possible.
Okay.
So are we going to withdraw the motion or do you want to withdraw your motion at this time?
I can either withdraw it or I can include in the motion the suggestions that Brother Millsap, Sister Conley, and Sister Moore made.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's a second on the table, on the floor on that.
I'll second it.
Well, we already have a second. So everybody in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Thank you. The ayes have it. Let's go on to subcommittee reports. Education. Mr. Hurt, you want to start off with that one? Anything good going on in the schools?
In the schools, to the best of our ability, we try to get there every day, Monday through Friday. Seems to be very successful, making contact with the staff and with, when I find out, parents, grandparents. That makes things a lot easier also to let them know that we have their children there and we expect them to behave. And if something goes wrong, we'll be contacting them. And they're very favorable with that.
What school are you working at right now?
I am at NAP.
NAP?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions of education? I'm on the subcommittee. I have nothing to add to that at this time. Let's move on to health. Mr. Commissioner Johnson.
Thank you, President. Let me report that the breast cancer walk was successful. I just wish that more would have been a part of that, and there was a glitch on our end that it didn't get out in time, even in our last meeting. But there will be other things that will be coming up, and you will get the notice ASAP, we say it like that. You will get the notice of other events that are coming up, and because we are having seminars in all areas. I just left the meeting a few minutes ago concerning with depression and other things. But there will be other sessions that will be coming up that you and this commission will get in the future.
Any questions from Mr. Johnson? Mr. Johnson, if you don't mind, Pastor Johnson, if you don't mind me adding something to that.
No, man.
Here, in the last few months, I've been going through prostate problems. And I want to encourage every African-American male to get examination. I just had to go through a biopsy. I'm just waiting on results right now, but I was in good health. Seemed like 18 months ago, and then now I'm having serious problems. And don't wait till the last minute to go see the doctor. You have to go see the doctor.
Definitely.
Don't worry about the worst case scenario, because they can catch you soon. They can save us. They can save you. And just please take your prostate and your examination serious. We overlook it and we're scared to go to the doctors, but that needs to stop with us as African-American males.
And President, on that note, there will be seminars concerning prostate cancer that we will have, and we will inform this commission as well as the public concerning those days that we will have seminars, and even partner with one of the doctors to have examination going on. So here too, let's look for the information in the future so that can be happening. So
Pastor Johnson, isn't November prostate cancer month?
Yes, it is. And that's why I'm glad the President brought it up, because that's so important that we do that. Go get examined. I'm up for a colonoscopy test, and all of that is a part of your prostate. So you need to go and get that done, but there will be seminar that we are putting together even now while I'm sitting here, because I just talked to Minority Health Coalition that putting seminars. They're in the meeting now at the Housing Authority. So I had to be there and run here. But in the future, there will be seminars concerning all areas of cancer, breast cancer and prostate cancer in the future.
I'd like to piggyback on, I found with the military that one of the easiest ways to remember to get your yearly checkups in your birth month.
Right.
That is the easiest way, and you can have your yearly. And you have to demand, because I know as women, we have started, we learn, and even the men, especially minorities, you have to say, I need these done. What about this? Take your checklist in it. And if your doctor isn't saying that you need those things done, you need a new doctor.
I just want to add,
that's the truth.
talking about the certain months that we acknowledge certain ailments or diseases or whatever. This month, October, is actually breast cancer awareness month. So get your mammographies. And then another thing is that we know that COVID is on the uprise. So if you're eligible or able to get your shots, do that, as well as the flu shots. The health department is conducting those also for county workers, and then there's a fee, small fee for the public.
Okay, it turns out it wasn't the case with me. I went in to pick up a prescription in CVS last Friday. So I looked up, I need 6 COVID shots and my flu shot. Boom, boom, got them all knocked out in 5 minutes for free. Yesterday, tuberculosis. I'm not taking no prisoners.
Well, that's why it's important that we take advantage of these situations, because we only talk about breast cancer concerning women, but there's breast cancer even for men.
Yes.
And we need to take the whole gamut of examination so we can find out what do we have or if we need medication for it. So look for it in the future, Brother President, and this commission.
Yeah, I think it would be a great thing if people like myself that's going through what I'm going through to have somebody to talk to. I had Pastor Gaston. We spoke. He's been through similar situations as I have. And then Merck Corley, who also, I mean, we don't have no outlet. We don't have nobody. We don't know what's the result. So to have somebody that's been through it and know, it helps out a lot.
Well, Brother President, you not by yourself. I've been through it. And I came out because I have a wonderful doctor that stays on top of me, Dr. Judy Garcia. She stays on top of me. So she make it almost like a prison that I come and see her. So I think it's important that we all, both male and female, get ourselves checked, because that's one of the most deadly disease in not just one community, in all communities. So that's very important. Thank you.
Thank you.
If I may, if I have a chance, is there a certain age that is recommended for people to start going to get their prostate cancer?
I think it's 45. Is it 45 for you guys?
They used to say it's supposed
To your question, yes. You need to touch base with your doctor, because your doctor will let you know when you can be examined for that area. So there is age limit, but I'm finding out that even young men, as far as 26, are having it now, because they want to catch it in time before it get too bad.
And a comment, please.
Yes.
And that is that I don't care what age you are.
Yeah.
When you have your blood work done,
Right.
just request PSA.
There you go.
If something gets elevated there, you'll find it. I started getting my exams at 40 or so, and then every year, every 2 years, I get one, and they get my PSA done. But the physician I have here is very, very attentive,
Yeah.
and I'm happy for him.
All right, with that being said, we're gonna move on to employment, please.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. First off, I'd like to thank Monique Thomas for coming at our last month's meeting and sharing that information. And as of today, her status hasn't changed. She's still interim. Secondly, the Work One program is getting ready for a quarterly release of new job openings and availabilities, which I will receive and share with you guys. Thank you.
I'd just like to add something to employment when it comes to Miss Monique Thomas. Everybody complained about her not being hired. They blamed it on the Republican Party. But the Democrats also had a chance to hire her full time. Sheila Mateus was there and Dr. Cora was in office. They both could have they could have hired her from the beginning instead of Barb Mossman, I believe that's her name. Monique has a master's degree. The person they made head of that department, she didn't have the credentials Monique had. This is about fairness and doing things the right way. This is not about black and white. But it seems as though those people that's in charge and can hire people, they make it a black and white issue. It should all come down to your credentials and are you qualified? And for years, we continue to get passed over. At some point, we need to stand with our sisters and brothers, and we need to fight for what's right. Let's not make it about black and white. It's about right and wrong. That's all I like to say on that note.
So criminal justice.
The last meeting, we briefly talked about, the spot shotters, is that how you say it?
Shot spot.
Shot spotters. And then someone had requested that we have someone to come in to speak about that. So I've been in touch, actually reached out to Chief Forker. I'm waiting to get back with him, so that we can have someone to come in and specifically talk about that. So that's pending and in the works. Nothing else as far as criminal justice.
Thank you, Stacy. That was me that requested that.
Okay.
Thank
yeah,
you.
You're welcome.
I need to go back and do housekeeping real quick. Forgive me, I made a mistake early in the meeting. I would like to amend the agenda to add Commissioners Roundtable. That was accidentally left off by me. So I will entertain a motion to put Commissioner Roundtable back on this meeting.
So moved.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
can I add another thing so that we can get that out the way? We kind of overlooked September meeting minutes, also approval of that.
We talked
Did we do that?
about it already.
I guess I was.
It was
no.
moved and passed and everything else.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Good to go.
All right, Ms. Moore, social factors.
Our social factors have decided we do quarterly meetings. Our next meeting will be December. And so the notice will go out in November before our meeting so that everybody will know.
I'd like to add something to that. Today was the first day of early voting. As you can see, I have my sticker. I went out and voted. You want to add to that, Ms. Moore, now? Okay, I'll let you go ahead.
When you do Commissioner Roundtable, I'll jump into that.
Okay, yeah, well, I went to LaPorte. I happened to buy a vehicle at the auction and I went over with my ID on State Street and I voted. My precinct popped up. There was no problem and I moved on. It took me 32 seconds. The people over there are very nice and they have a very nice facility they voting out of. Yeah, it was good. So I just wanted to add that to social factors.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Where on State Street is that early voting?
State Street.
I don't know the name of the church. It's a church and a daycare combined. It's very nice. So it don't make no difference where you're from. All you need is your ID in LaPorte County. You can vote anywhere where they have voting at. Next is public comment.
Tommy Kolovic, 1316 Ohio Street. I'm also the Michigan City Common Council's appointee to the Michigan City Fire Merit Commission. First and foremost, I want to pray for peace and the end of the bloodshed over the nation of Israel and the Gaza Strip. It's just devastating news that's going on over there. Just end the violence. I want to say now we've had concerns about the consent decree with the Michigan City Fire Department. I'm happy to report that part of the ordinance and the consent decree states that the staffing of the minorities of the membership of the Michigan City Fire Department has to be apportionate to the minorities in the workforce within the civil city of Michigan City, and it in fact is. We far exceed that, so we're in compliance with such consent decree. We already had our written interviews. We've had our physical agility tests, and just Saturday we conducted our interviews with 18. One didn't get to have his interview because he had COVID, so we scheduled him for a special interview. Another didn't come. We're the kind of thing he didn't get his letter, so we might have to schedule an interview with him. He was actually scored the highest on the written examination, so he's the first one we were going to interview. He's actually a minority from South Bend, so hopefully we get them all in. In fact, so we're going to go with the singular list when we're hiring for the 18 or 20 that we're going to have. And most of the minorities were going to be on the top of the list. So that's really great news and exciting and joyous news. I don't know about the rest. I'm ready to go on another field trip. I got some ideas. I'd like to kick around the Acorn Performing Arts Center in Three Oaks, Michigan. It's just about 15-minute drive. We can all go up there caravan style. Saturday, November 25th, Pure Soul A Merry Motown Christmas, Donny Hathaway's Christmas, Someday at Christmas by Stevie Wonder, The Temptations' take on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. All the best holiday songs are soul songs as far as we are concerned. Come join us for a Pure Soul presents an epic night of dancing, drinking, under 21, drinking and sing along a classic holiday fare with a backbeat. Expect to hear classic songs from the Motown era and funky holiday classics guaranteed to make you groove as a singer. Cameron Webb returns to the Acorn for a tribute performance that will kick off the holiday season and to then set you and soul free. There's another thing on June 6th, the legendary Temptations are going to be coming to the Blue Gate Performing Arts Center in Shipshewana. It's just a little past Elkhart, South Bend area. We can go all their caravan style. So that's something I'd like to sort of go do. Just smoking carbon monoxide detectors save lives. And thank you very much.
Thank you,
I
Tommy.
have a question. Is that at the Acorn Theater? That's in New Buffalo?
Yeah, that's in Three Oaks.
Three
A
Oaks?
little east of Three Oaks.
Thank you.
All right, now we are at the section where we are going to have roundtable, commissioner roundtable. Please try to be as brief as possible, but everybody has to will be allowed to speak. So we're not going to go step over anybody's comments or disrespect anyone. And we're going to start off with Ms. Moore on the end. Please.
As our Commissioner McCormick said, early voting started today and it'll go until November the 6th and from 8 to 4 and Saturdays, October the 28th and November the 4th. On Saturdays, it's from 8:30 to 3. It's at 8th and Wabash Street in Michigan City, and it's 209 State Street in LaPorte. Absentee ballots are due October the 26th. If for people that are home confined or in college and want to do absentee ballots, you have until October the 26th to submit those, to get those. And November the 6th, they have to be in the ballot box by November 6th. November 7th is Election Day, the last day to vote, from 6 to 6 at any LaPorte County Vote Center. The vote centers are already listed on the LaPorte County website, so you'll know where you can go to vote after early voting has ended. Early voting will end on November the 6th. Don't forget to vote. And on the look, are you going to do the NAACP? I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. That's all I have.
No, Ms. Moore, that's not all you have.
That's all I have.
Women League of Voters tonight?
Oh, I forgot. It's not tonight. It's October 31st, isn't it?
It's tonight.
I think it's tomorrow.
Can we confirm that, please?
Hold on.
Well, I'm under the impression it's today. Mr. White, Mr.
White.
Andrew, do you know if the Women League of Voters is tonight or tomorrow? There you go. Tonight at 7 p.m. right here in the city chambers. I will be headlining, so please come out here.
That's the candidates forum he's talking about.
Yes.
Candidates forum.
Mr. Jones.
No comment.
Ms. Connolly?
Okay, as Commissioner Moore was saying, the Indiana State Conference, NAACP conference will be held here in Michigan City from November 2nd to the 5th. And a lot of events will be held at PNC. So you can look for things on the website and the newspaper. And also we have a soul food dinner that's going to be Friday, November 3rd, 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. at St. John's United Church of Christ. That's across from the mall out there at 101 St. John's Road in Michigan City. What was the menu again? I'm sorry. The menu, it's a soul food dinner. So whatever that is.
What?
Soul food dinner.
Soul food
Whatever
dinner.
it is.
I mean, right, I don't have it,
Yes, the menu, she has a flyer if you take a picture of the flyer, it has, the menu is on there.
And if you scan that little,
Scan that,
the menu,
the menu is on there
It's
for the
what
soul food.
soul food is. It's gonna be Friday, November 3rd, 4:30 to 6:30 PM at St. John's United Church of Christ here in Michigan City at 101 St. John Road, Michigan City. That's across from the mall. And the tickets are $25.
Yes,
$25?
yes.
$25 per plate for your ticket. And also we're encouraging everyone to please come, and it's soul food. And if you want, you can scan this
Or you can go on the LaPorte County NAACP
Website.
website and it's on there.
and it's soul food is what we normally eat.
Soul food usually put us in trouble.
Yeah, that's what gets us in trouble.
Mr., is that it, Ms.
Yes,
Connolly?
that's it.
Mr. Commissioner Millsap.
Yeah, thank you. A reference to comment, Commissioner's comment. I was just watching the new news earlier, and in our neighboring city, which is an hour away from us, Chicago, dealing with the influx of immigrants. I just hope that we're our way, that our community or planning, our administration is properly prepared just for the influx or the overflow. Okay, thank you.
Great news.
Mr.
As our brother just mentioned, can we have a silent prayer for the peace of Jerusalem and peace of Israel and all the nations? Or just a silent prayer? Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor Carroll.
Amen.
Commissioner Hurt. Miss Commissioner Benny. Commissioner Cox. Don't let me down, Brother Johnson. Brother Commissioner Johnson.
I don't really have a real public issue, but all I want to say is to encourage us to work with one another as much as possible, because what we do here will determine what we do in the future. So if we can have united folks in this group, I believe that we can be successful in this city and the things that pertain to this city. That's my public comment.
And I will just end and wrap it up with this. This year started off shaky and rough, but man, we are coming together. I am looking forward to the beginning of next year. Ms. Moore, I have enjoyed working with you the last few months. It's been awesome to be together instead of separate, as Mr. Johnson said. It's a great feeling. And if we can keep this going, we're going to make a big difference in this community, and people are watching us, and we should be on our P's and Q's. We should be behaving in a way that people are proud of us and not ashamed of us. And I just hope that we continue to work together to strive for that, and just keep doing what's best for our fellow man. With that being said, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you.